Hello, hello. I'm Maya from the NextWork team, and I'm so excited. I'm going live after a long time. This is Connect with Community, and what we do here is all about, um, getting to know everyone who's trying to build AI skills, learn AI skills, and it's an opportunity for us to connect. I usually like to do this on Discord. So if you haven't joined our community on Discord, please join us. It's community at community.discord.ai, community.nextwork.ai. Sorry, my bad. Um, and once you do that, you will be able to see me, interact with me, and all the other folks here. So I'm going to start this stage and I'm going to say connect with community. And let's see if this works. It's something that I love doing. I love meeting with our NextWork learners. And if you're watching on YouTube or LinkedIn, just come on into community.nextwork.ai. You will get to interact with all the amazing, wonderful NextWork learners, where we talk about everything under the sun. Today we've got Matcha. So good to see you, Matcha. I'm you, Gladwin. Amazing. Where are you all joining from? So I'm Maya from the NextWork team, and it's been a while since I did a Connect with Community. This is an opportunity for us to all get to know each other, share a little bit about who we are, how we found NextWork, why we're here. So really keen to get to know each and every one of you. Matcha, greetings. Where are you reporting from? Oh, Matcha,
Hello.
hello.
Yeah, I won't be speaking for too long since I have a bit of things going on in the background.
No
But
worries.
yeah, I'm from Germany. I've seen NextWork through YouTube, and I was specifically looking for resources on cloud.
Wow, Matcha, you're from Germany. I'm Yus from Germany. Do you guys know each other?
Uh, no, no, no.
Okay. Where in Germany are you?
I'm from Berlin.
Berlin. How long have you been there?
My life.
Oh, wow. So cool. And how did you find NextWork?
Well, yeah, I found NextWork through YouTube when I was specifically searching for cloud resources.
Right. And how have you been finding it so far?
I found it nice. The people here are nice as well. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting atmosphere to be around.
Really interesting is an interesting word.
It is.
Have you?
I think the tools,
Yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I think the tools you provide are helpful.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd say on an immediate basis.
Yeah. Have you been someone who does the NextWork projects, or have you been generating your own projects?
I've been generating my own project on.
Wow. That's so
I
cool.
tried it out for other things than networking as well. Like I tried creating one for art. I was looking how that would go.
Oh.
I'd say it went all right, but it's not quite as immediately doable as for networking.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that?
It's kind of trying to tell you to imagine you try to tell it, okay, I'm a beginner artist trying to learn how to draw.
Yeah.
And the project it gave me was creating a multi-structured, layered art piece of a person in which I was supposed to learn and show 5 different skills like coloring, anatomy, it's just not doable. It is way too big of a project for something to be done within 50 minutes as it said it. But I think the project in itself was good, just you'd have to be of a higher standard, something more like a above intermediate, and then it could be more useful. But for a beginner in art, that wouldn't really work out. Networking, however, worked. Yeah, I had it create a project for me, and because I have a real switch at home, it actually gave me a project in which I could incorporate it using GNS3 for simulation. I haven't started with it yet, but the project looked good. Yeah. It's mostly just the ones I've mentioned so far, since I haven't been using it for that long. In what way? No, not yet. I don't think so. Go ahead.
Now we got Swifty. What's going on, everybody? Where's everybody calling in from or listening from? Put something in the comments. I want to know where everyone is. I'm doing fantastic, Maya. I just killed my first customer call at my new job. Feeling very proud of myself. How are you? Amazing. We got people dialed in from Germany, from India, from the UK. The whole world is excited to see you, Maya. Look at that. Agreed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm from Germany.
Said Berlin, right?
Yeah, I'm from Berlin.
Ah, very cool. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch auch.
Ah, interessant.
Yeah, I'm half German. I actually am dual citizen.
Oh, dual citizenship. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've been holding that one close to the chest, Maya. I was waiting for it to come out organically.
I do. Not really. You can go with anything you like.
Are you sharing screen right now?
You're not.
All right, there we go.
Mhm.
I have
I've
done
read the
many
summary.
things like this, but I haven't done this exact project. And my first feedback to you would be Obsidian is awesome. I know why everyone
It
uses
is.
it for MD native notes. However, it doesn't treat AI agents as first class citizens and hides a lot of stuff behind a paywall. So I would even propose making an alternative, making my third AI brain with Claude and doing another program that I'm a fan of that treats AI agents as first class citizens without any paywalls. It's called Open Knowledge.
All right. Gonna write that on Obsidian.
Yes, that's correct.
No.
Yes, it is. It's Google's IDE. Let me zoom in here. Yes, so that is it. Editor. My pleasure.
That's interesting.
It looks like Nikhil is able to get pulled into the chat as well. He said he could stay for another 10 minutes.
It's currently 6:20 p.m.
Hi. Hi, Maya. Hi, everyone. Oh, good. Things are busy today and tomorrow, so a mixture of things. That's why I thought 10 minutes more, I can see how things go here. Oh, I have a few things happening. There's a AWS meetup here in Vancouver tomorrow, so I'm getting ready for that. Yeah. And I remember.
Yeah, I remember those days when it came with certifications.
I
Yeah,
don't know
Maya.
about that now.
I was in the shadows back then. I didn't hop in the Discord or anything. I just like clicked around on the website. I was like, "This is cool. I'm gonna build a pipeline and show those smart ass engineers who's boss." I was still a sales guy, and then I got quite a bit of respect from those same guys by just dropping a repo on them very casually.
There's a I saw a video this
Somehow,
morning.
even though those cloud bills are outrageous.
Hmm.
Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm so happy. I just, without ever doing a demo of the software, just kicked off my first proof of concept slash like in-depth evaluation. And want to give a lot of credit to the learning community here because, like I said earlier, I was only a sales guy like a year ago, and now I'm in the deepest ends of the pool. And it's because of all you lovely folks dialing in, creating space to ask good questions, to learn from each other, to build, to actually do the work. So good stuff. Keep on keeping on, everyone in the crowd here. If you ever feel like it's not adding up, just know that you're getting there. It's not always a linear pace, and there's people here that want to help you. So anyone have any questions, things they're working on, things they're stuck on, just know that you're in the right place.
Ask and receive.
Solution architect now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I was the AI subject matter expert at Palo Alto Networks, bringing brand new products to market. Now I'm a solution architect at a startup called Oasis Security, also bringing new solutions to market. Mainly focused on AI agent identity is my main subject matter expertise, but I cover kind of the full scope of traditional DevOps security, all the way through the most nuanced and advanced A to A agent identity security. A lot of failure and not being afraid to fail, asking the great questions, and honestly, this is something that came up in our uh, in our like long conversation that we recorded. Maya is like recognizing talent in others, complimenting them, and asking them to please share it with me. If you go up to anyone and everyone here who has a job and is in school, if you see someone who you recognize as being really smart and you admire something about them, get specific. Tell them exactly what it is that you admire, that you're looking to learn or model, and ask for help. I've never in my life met someone who I went up to and said, "Hey, I watched you do X, Y, and Z. I think it's really amazing, and I strive to have a little bit of that in my life. Can you please teach me?" I've never had anyone tell me no when I frame it that way. So that's probably the biggest, secret to success that I can share here. Yeah. Maya, it's really humbling. I had the first person outside of my network or outside of NextWork just kind of reach out to me. There was this random cold LinkedIn message from like a director at Salesforce who decided to spin off and do his own AI startup, and he wanted to just pick my brain on AI agent identity. So that was pretty humbling to get people reaching out cold like that now.
I've not heard of it, but it sounds interesting, so I think I might try and look into it later.
I'm also ferreting. I'll read it too.
Also, sneak peek, this might be included in the scope of one of the project series I committed to yesterday with showing off how I use Hermes Agent. So, for anyone unfamiliar with the build and brew groups that are coming to a NextWork Zoom or Discord near you soon, we will be having people build their own projects in small cohorts, and I will be leading a set group. And one of the things I'll be showcasing is how I use my own independent agents and some of the workflows and orchestrated systems around that. And I hope to even get feedback from all the builders and make my own systems better. To that note, I would also love to hear from Nikhil. You said that you're going to an AWS meetup soon. Are you going to be reviewing any of the new advancements with like the Bedrock ecosystem, or what sort of things are on your radar going into that meeting?
Oh, for that one, they have a couple of talks they're doing, a couple of speakers. So let me just bring it up. I'll tell you exactly what they're talking about.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, one will be on FinOps for AI. And the other one tomorrow will be Architecture for Autonomy, how true serverless gives every team freedom to ship.
Oh, very cool.
There'll be some
I'm
stuff
curious if
from
it's going to be a CloudWatch for the FinOps, or if there's going to be any other kind of specific tooling that's used for that one as it relates to AI. I imagine they'll probably talk about some gateway services to look at like token input, output, and some sort of routing capabilities for like cost efficiency. But let me know how it goes, because I have a lot of thoughts and I'm always like in a tangent conversation around these topics.
Yes. I'm curious myself, and you know what? They have a lightning talk tomorrow, so this is where they can bring up anyone can speak and bring up something they've learned or bring
Yeah.
a project, demo questions. I'm gonna mention what I'm up to and mention NextWork, what I've been doing, what I've been learning.
I also have
So
a confession for you, Nikhil. I'm always confused by serverless because, like, to me, I'm always like, isn't it just someone else's server? Like, what is really serverless at the end of the day? Like, it
that's the
has to
point.
run somewhere.
Yes. Serverless doesn't mean there's no server. It just means for you, you don't deal
Yeah,
with the
it's
server.
just not your server, right? Exactly. Okay, that's good to know. I'm
Yeah.
glad that I'm on the same page. Just same with cloud computing. It's like, no, it's somebody else's computer. It's not in the actual cloud. You know.
Exactly. I remember learning about that and someone telling me it's not your problem now. Exactly. There you go,
Yeah, that's
Maddie.
Roy. That's Roy's exact sentence.
All right. I am going to head out. My work will be starting shortly now, so.
I think I'll also have to go for now since food's coming up. But it was very nice talking to you. And until the next time. Every weekday at this time. All right. Until
Great to
then,
see you
enjoy.
guys.
Yeah. See you guys. Yeah. Have a good day, everyone.
Let's do it.
What's up?
What's going on, Jaden? Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Jaden?
I'm in the Houston group with Sean.
Okay, right on. I lived in Cyprus for a year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I miss it. I want to come back to Texas. You know, I'm trying to make it happen.
Cyprus is insane. They have like the best computer science program in their high schools.
Oh wow, I had no idea. Cyprus is also a suburb of the Houston metro. So I was referring to the part of Texas, not the nice Mediterranean island nation, but I would love to go there too if you're inviting me.
I haven't. I just Googled it. It's a Markdown AI Markdown editor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's not. Well, let me just reel it back a little bit there. I didn't say it's nicer than Obsidian per se, but it's open source and it's a local it's like a local first Markdown editor, right? That has the ability to connect to your MCP servers and enable all of your different coding agents and AI agents via MCP or CLI. The files are plain Markdown on a disk with Git version. And it's a new project. It's a smaller ecosystem. It's not as mature as Obsidian, but it is open source and it does treat AI agents as first class citizens, where Obsidian hides a lot of that behind a paywall. So that's my pitch. That's my overview. And I'd be happy to get feedback from others in the space, seeing if it checks the box for what you're looking for from a second brain, or if there's some secret sauce in the visualization of Obsidian that is like I can't live without.
Yeah, Obsidian sucks for AI integration. I remember I tried setting it up one time. It took forever. It was not fun.
Yeah, Roy says just be like Sean and create your front end Jarvis. Sean, have you been Jarvising around here? Yeah, I need to come off mute. I need to hear about your custom front ends. Oh, the suspense. You're on mute, my friend. He's shy. He doesn't want to tell us about Jarvis. Jarvis wants to be in the dark. Shadow AI.
I'm trying.
There he goes. There he goes.
I finally got the button. Yeah. So I've gone down the rabbit hole, and so before Obsidian, or right around I got introduced to Obsidian. I was working on my own little Jarvis, and I told it, I told the AI and stuff. I said, "Hey, I want to create a 3D model." It must have been right when I was introduced to Obsidian, because I said I want it to be like Obsidian, but be able to fly through it and be 3D, like imagery of the files and the connections and everything. And it used 3JS, and then I think I actually went down the rabbit hole with Blender as well. And I'm like, no, let's back up a little bit, and it created this cool little interaction thing that you can fly around and look at your file content. What's that? Hello?
It might have been an echo there, Sean.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then since then, I've created like an interface where when I talk to it my Jarvis has, just like in the movie where it has like a brain that pulsates and moves and stuff. Well, I've used that to represent all my files. So when I talk to it, um, it like sends a cluster through the 3D model. And then I piped in Gemini, so I tried to build my own AI agent to talk to, with Hugging Face and open source models to, text to voice. And that just became too heavy. And then I was like, well, I feel like it's kind of cheating, but I'm just going to pipe in Gemini. So now I can talk to it, and it's got like an accent, and it talks back to me. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome, I must admit.
And then the like what everyone's using for their brain and their second brain and memory, I'm using Superbase as my persistent memory, and then it's got like a constitution and a layer of governance, and then SOPs, and then lessons learned. So it's a whole little file structure. But then somebody in the community invited me to do a hackathon. And so we did a hackathon, and it was kind of weird because Cogni, have you ever heard of Cogni?
Rings a bell. CONGI.
Yeah, COGNEE. And it's basically, I guess, one level up from Obsidian, I guess. Because what was kind of crazy is I'm like, hey, I built something like this. I go, and they're a whole startup. I was like, it was similar. It's not exactly like theirs, but it their platform takes files and rates them on like if they're valuable or not, and then keeps the persistent memory true.
Ooh.
So yeah, so it forgets on purpose, but then it remembers things.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free. I feel like a sales pitch. I didn't mean to take this over or anything.
No, it's easy, dude. I like to be on the receiving end of this once in a while, you know?
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. You should. Yeah, we did the me and
Oh, that's
Utkirsch.
so funny. I already had it started on GitHub. This is a problem I have.
What's that?
Oh, just like having things like so many things in the stars. It's like I need a Cogni for my stars repos basically because I have so many of them. It's like when you see the hoarders mail stack. It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. It was my first little hackathon. I think we're gonna do pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I made this little app kind of thing. It was based off of The Hangover, and I did
Nice.
this whole little. Just a little. I didn't mean to take over your space, Maya. What? Are we just hanging out, or do you have a mission?
Yeah, man, we're hanging out, dude. And Maya's working on a project. She was showing off a second brain. And I suggested she look into open knowledge, which is a really interesting open source alternative to Obsidian. So I'm trying my best to offend Roy. It seems like I might have struck a little bit of a chord there. So we'll see.
I'm
He's
gonna switch
judging
my
me up in the
desktop.
pineapple kingdom. Yeah, no worries. All jokes aside, I understand why Roy loves Obsidian. I think I might have gotten him into that Pandora's box a few months ago when he was starting to build out his own sort of index and experimenting with generating projects. And it's good stuff. Don't hurt me. There you go. Good to hear. Good to hear. That is true. That is true. Even with all the jabs I take at Microsoft, he never stoops to my level.
That's cool. I can show you guys this hackathon project that I did real quick if I don't rob my.
Do it.
You want? Okay, hang on a second. Let me pull it up. Hang on. Utkarsh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Utkarsh and I. He's in the audience right now. He and I worked on this. project. Oh no, Utkarsh, yeah.
Everyone, can you hear me? I'm joining from India. From Bhusawal, it's a city in Maharashtra. Yeah, so I met Sean here in the NextWork community itself. He was showcasing his app, the trading app, Jarvis he built, and it caught my attention when he said, he worked with Supabase, the AI memory layer. And I was like, oh, I'm also working on a hackathon project. It is using similar tool like Cogni. Do you know about this? And he got interested. And then he looked up to it. Then I said, then we actually started on a conversation on hackathons. And he was like, oh, I don't know what hackathon is. I was like, okay, let's participate as a team. And we built this app. I think he opened it. John, if you can show it. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
And it utilizes Cogni in it. And that's how we just made a submission like last week. Results are yet to be out.
You want me to do a walkthrough real quick, Utkarsh or Maya? Okay, so it was based on the founder of Cogni, is this guy right here, and it was based on The Hangover. So we did Hangover for Berlin, and we went to their website and looked at some of the team members of their organization, and we recruited them as people in the pseudo movie that we're going to create. Right, the mission was 4 friends wake up in Berlin, with zero memory. And then you got to go find the memory and stuff. And then on their website, they have Pinky the dog. So we recruited Pinky the dog into it too. And funny fact that we found out is the founder went to a very prestigious school in Serbia, like for gifted people. So we took his school picture. I hope he figures that out. He'll see it and recognize it. But we're playing to the judges, right? So our storyline is, they wake up at the apartment, they go to a bar, they go find the dog or the tattoo parlor, they find the dog, go to the gym, and then the dog wins the contest or whatever. So this is part of Cogni. We had to create some sort of database to feed into Cogni, to manage. So we decided to create like a storyline, which is the real story, the real data, and then Pinky and all the clues are either data that should be ignored or remembered, right? And so we went down the rabbit hole and kind of got too in depth on this by loading up like a detective package or what have you. So then I just built in this auto detective. So it's probably going to go pretty fast. The orange ones are clues that haven't been verified yet. And then when they turn, I think it's green or red or something. So then the whole cluster moves down to the end of the story, right? And it validates. And then you can see there's where you go in here and it's happening automatically, but you can check the clue, and figure out if it's true or false. And it represents in the cluster as well. And then we use, so you get extra points for using as much open source as you can. So what we did is we used Claude to generate these questions and plans and stuff, and then it validates it. That became too heavy, so see, it makes up incidences and situations and figure out, like Pinky was at the Doggy Downer bar, looking for the gymnasium or whatever. So that was kind of just to make data, right? Just to create data for the database at the end of the project. So that's what we're going to go to the graph, the Cogni graph afterwards. And then, so we'll go to the gym. Then I used, I don't know if you can hear that. So, okay. So what it does is we took the owner, the founder, created through open source Hugging Face. We spun up some models, some AI agent models to create the live avatar, clip, and then we overlaid an accent so he becomes Mr. Chow in this series, right? So he's got like an over accented Mr. Chow accent, So then they finally find the dog, right? And he's got a tattoo, just on his belly. So that's part of the code, right? So we created, and then he goes to the AI little video clips that we added. So then you got to put in the code here. So this is actual data 86. Oops, I did that wrong. 8675309. Right. Oh, and I'm on the wrong keyboard. Hang on. 865. So this actually goes into the Cogni database, right? And it gets confirmed. So then we're like, well, how do we create our data? How do we protect our database? I don't have my camera right now, but this is also open source where it does facial recognition. And it scans the face, you put in, and then it remembers the face. But then we discovered the legal aspects of saving people's image. So it just holds it in the cache. So they just go through the cache, and then it does a little cycle of verification, and then it lets you in the database. And it actually works in real life. So you guys can do this on your phone right now, actually. Don't crash my site because the judges haven't looked at it. So then we go to the dog show, where he wins. There's also a little video feed. She wins or he wins. There's Pinky, number 4, right? And then we go to the actual database. And this explains what Cogni does. It remembers, recalls. It does a graph compilation as well as ontology, which looks at the database and it decides if it's feasible or not and filters it. And then it has MCP integration as well. So then this is the actual database of Cogni, which looks real familiar, right? Looks like N8N as well. And then this other part. So you can see, can you guys see this? I don't know if you can see this. Hello? Oh, okay.
We're just marveling in the web of connections you have here.
Oh, okay. A zoom in? You wanted to zoom in? So then it goes in and it looks at different relationships between the files and stuff like that. I'm kind of like, hey, this looks like N8N. I kind of built something like this. But then look, this is where I really had an epiphany, is right here. So there's this, you can look at the database like this, right? And the interaction between the databases and stuff like that. And then you can go, we made more than one database. So this is Pinky going to Serbia, but then this is Mr. Chow and all of his it takes a little while, all his relationships and data points, like Mr. Chow. But here's the cool part. What I think is the cool part is this graph. This kind of looks familiar, right? Kind of like, Obsidian stuff. So this whole database was from the conversation and the layers and the data that we had to use to make the founder talk, and speak and stuff like that. Which kind of looks like hang on, let me go to mine. My AI Jarvis. So it kind of looks. Oh, check it out. You guys should be proud of me. I finally added a little bit of security to stuff, right? Where you have to sign in. Shay would be proud of this. Because I was just like, hey, man, people could look at my link and not get in there. It kind of looks like this. Here's my graph, right? And then you've probably seen this before because I talk about it all the time. So it's a 3D model graph, right? And you can zoom out. And then that's my brain, like 3D model. And stuff like that. And you can fly around the brain and look at clusters of things. And you can talk to it. Like I can look at this, say what what is this? And I ask it questions like, I don't know, did I fix this? Right? And it'll come back and it'll tell me I've analyzed the node. This is a human part 1. The node was represented in memory, insight, and you're like, okay, cool, whatever. But you can also you can tickle my brain, right? You can grab one of these little things and go, but anyway, yeah. So that's the where was the project at? Yeah, so that's Cogni. What I really found impressive about Cogni is that it can forget certain things on purpose. Oh, and we also opened up so we thought it'd be kind of complicated, so we need like an explanation chat box or whatever. So so these are canned responses, in here, like frequently asked questions, but for open source, you can, this is truly open source, but we were trying to do it where you wouldn't have to sign up for stuff and open accounts. But unfortunately, this one, you do have to just put your email in to make it function. But then it's all open source AI. So then you can say, like, do I have to download Cogni? And it'll actually come back. No, you don't have to download it, Cogni. You can blah, blah, blah. So kind of cool. And then you can go, like, everyone likes to make fun of their boss, right? So then you can go back and mess with all these different like clips and stuff. It's hilarious. You can you can play with it on your phone. But anyway. Sorry. Yeah. Let's see. You just go to No. That's my personal. This is open to the world. So you just go to wolfpack-recall-onrender.com. Y'all gonna make me test my. You can play with it on your phone. I made it. It took me we built all this in like 2 days. And it
Awesome, man.
Oh, thanks. And it took me like a half a day of getting it to fit on the iPhone, because I was like, because the graph, when you get to the graph, there's a lot of stuff going on there. So we had to make it where it like slid down instead of like this thing. I'm medical, so I hate to say this, but to me, this looks like a uterus, and the female reproductive.
It kind of does. My mom's an OBGYN, so I feel you there.
I was kind of like, wow, yeah, Pinky's not pregnant. So, but yeah, it was my first. Utkurse had been in hackathons before, but it was my first one. It was a fun project. I plan to do another one, and I think we were supposed to start one, but I got busy. Utkurse, I apologize for not responding to you yesterday.
Thank you for sharing this, man. Very cool. I do have to run for a 1 o'clock meeting here, but it was a pleasure speaking with you all. Look forward to chatting soon.
All right, Zach, man, we'll see you later. It's always good seeing you. I didn't mean to hijack your session. What do you think? You think we got a chance? That's my first hackathon. Oh, they come this week? I didn't know. So if we win it, we get laptops, MacBooks, and second place gets like iPhone 17s or something. Yeah. No, I don't think so. It's just yes, yeah, but kind of crazy what we made. I thought it's like a whole app. Me too. I'm figuring out what'll happen. It'd be nice to get Utkurse a new computer. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm not a Mac person. I'm not a Mackie. What? Really? I'm a pair user. That's Roy. I got inspired by Roy. I took an old computer of mine. It's not that old. It's got like 32 gig of RAM. And last night I wiped it clean, installed Linux, and I'm going to use it as my AI server, so it's always on all the time. I usually use Render, but I'm going to self-host and see how that goes. You scared him away.
Hi everyone, how are you? I'm doing great. I was just about to jump to another meeting. I saw your invitation. That is going good. The setup has been done, but I have to attend some other Apple meeting. But I think this makes sense. So otherwise, you're not gonna let me in the event.
Wow, that's awesome. How'd you get that job? That's cool.
Sorry, I was muted. Don't have to do much efforts. It's like just do a little bit of coding, some bad coding, some good coding, and you get that job. We don't always
That's
have to be
awesome.
perfect.
Exactly. That's awesome.
It's about taking risk and just do anything you want to build, and that's all. I don't say it's something hard to get. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome.
We have to take some risk. It's not about always doing the perfect thing. Just start taking risk, and you end up building something good or something bad. That's all.
That's awesome. Break it all so you have a job. Right? The best way to figure out a firewall is take it down.
Definitely. So sorry, Maya. I have to jump on another call, and nice to speak with everyone.
working fine. Excellent. We don't see it. Should I refresh?
Just give it a minute.
Give it a tick. Just wait a tick.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
And
excellent.
you're live
We're
on
live.
YouTube.
Going back to here, which I'm getting an invite from you,
Yes.
and then we're sharing.
Yeah.
Do we have a technical term for the learner community, like just like the next tribe? Or
NextWork community learners.
you got to get something better than
Yeah.
that. That's we're a team over here. We figure stuff out.
All right. It looks like we've got a few folks on.
All right, where's my Discord chat? How do I see my chat?
Just share the screen. Yep. And open the chat right here.
Okay, here we
I'm
go.
just
Who do
gonna
we
say-
got?
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
You're in good hands now. You're with your mom.
Debatable, but we're gonna figure this out. Hello, everyone. Glad to have another day on our live here. If you're ready to get into some Explore Claude AI code and co-work, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I'd love a little support because we need it as we embark on this noble quest of AI. My name is Jamal. Super excited to be connecting with you all today. I think in the scale of AI genius expert to spanking brand new beginner, I am below beginner. I like to take this thing step by step, figure it out. But I do get very excited about adding value to people and helping people get skills and keeping people motivated while we're developing skills. So that's what we're here to do. Let's get right into it. So to explore Claude, this whole session, a quick 30-second summary is you've probably heard of Claude, but you don't know how. You don't know it comes in 3 different forms, each designed for a different kind of work. I've been so excited about this because you know what a chatbot is, right? You know what a chatbot is. You know about Claude Code. This is kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of co-work and the detail and the distinction of each. This is good. This is education. In this project, you'll explore Claude.ai, Claude Code, and co-work by completing a different task with each one, using Cloud Job salary data to see firsthand when to reach for which tool. All right, so we got 3 tools, Claude.ai, Claude Code, and co-work, and we got to figure out which tool to reach for when we need which thing. What you'll build, you'll use all 3 Claude tools. Is it me or is it all the Claude cloud? Just like what an alliteration. I feel like this is a perpetual tongue twister of Claude cloud, Claude cloud, Claude cloud. But we're going to keep moving. You'll use Sean. Good to see you, man. I don't know if people call you Fitz or Sean, but let's go Sean Fitz. You'll use all 3 Claude tools to analyze, visualize, and organize cloud role salary data, building a different output with each tool to experience their unique strengths. Sean seems like a legend, Maya. I'm excited. Hopefully one day we'll get to connect Sean. Diagram showing the cloud tools producing different outputs from the same salary data. All right, so over here, I'm looking at cloud salary data set. When we ask chat goes to Claude, analyzes and creates charts, and there's an artifact output, okay? Then on the middle one, we allow read and write files locally. We have our handy dandy robot here, which I think is a Claude Code symbol, and it analyzes, builds, and dashboards. So locally means we're giving it access to our own device, my laptop, your laptop, to get agentic, if you will. And then the grant folder. Please stop telling people that they are in great hands with me. I don't know that to be true, but I feel like Sean, that you have some good academic hands. I am but a mere newbie. You have grant folder access, organize and create files for, I believe, co-work for the 3. The same data set flows into Claude.ai for conversational analysts, analysis, Claude Code for a local dashboard build, and CoWork for project organization. Let's read that again just to make sure that we got it. The same I've been listening in with Jamal. The builds are so entertaining and fun. The same data set flows into Claude.ai for conversational analysis, Claude Code for a local dashboard build, and CoWork for project organization. All right. By the end of this project, you'll have 1, interactive charts, 2, a local HTML dashboard, 3, an organized project folder, and 4, a secret mission. It's always a secret mission. Build a personal when you use which Claude tool cheat sheet based on. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a cheat sheet incoming. I love a good cheat sheet. You know, something to just reference when you need it. Your stream is still running. Okay. Want a complete demo of how to do this project from start to finish? The lovely Maya, who is helping me get set up, has a nice video here where you can learn a lot more than you can with me, but we're still going to do this. Here we go. Start your project here. Pick the learning style that fits you best. On your own is one option. Some guidance is another option. But I'm feeling a step-by-step. I'm a big step-by-step guy. Let's build this brick by brick. Welcome to the step-by-step guidance version of this project. Let's do this. And if you're ever stuck, ask the NextWork community. Students like you are already asking questions about this project. I've done so far 2.5 projects on NextWork.ai. And I think that this chat feature that you can find right here has been a game changer. Because whenever I'm learning new information, I need an analogy, I need a metaphor, and this kind of really helps break it down like fractions. And then there's a big quiz yourself challenge at the end of this. So we're going to move right around. Before we start, what are we doing in this project? In this project, I'm going to engage in a series of steps. This will help me understand when to use Claude Code versus CoWork versus chat within Claude. I'm interested in this because I love being efficient. Not sure if you all love being efficient, but I don't have a time to waste. Done. All right, moving along. Sign in and download the data set. To explore the different ways Claude.ai, Claude Code, and CoWork can help with work with data, you first need 2 things: a Claude account with a pro subscription and a data set to analyze. In this step, you will get both of those ready so you can dive straight into building charts and dashboards in the next step. In this step, get ready to sign into Claude.ai with Pro Max subscription. Done. Download a Cloud Salary dataset. Cool. What are we doing in this step? In this step, I love how you just go step by step. It's the best part. We are going to sign in to Claude.ai with a Pro subscription and download a dataset. Download a salary dataset. Now, NextWork Live crew, I need your help. I need you to hold me accountable. I am trying to be more intentional to use the whisper flow function. So if you ever see me typing and just being a little too slow, I want you to just throw a fire emoji in the chat and say, Jamal, get to talking. Okay, talk it out. Talk to text. It's a beautiful thing. This is done. Do you already have a Claude account? Yes, I do. If you do not, you can say I have an account, but I have the free plan. You can say I don't have an account yet. To get into the what we're about to do, it's going to take about $20 a month to have the Pro and above subscription. You can also get Max if you get obsessed. Stealth Hack, you're new here. Nice to see you. I also am relatively new. This is my third day, day 3, so we can do this together. You're all set. Move on to the next section below. Create your project folder. Before downloading the dataset, create a folder to keep all your project files organized. Press Command Space to search for a terminal. Command Space. And we're going to type in old terminal. Hit enter. And voila, ladies and gentlemen, we have our terminal. Okay, we're going to Command plus this thing. Bring it up some. Nobody wants a teeny screen. Okay, Command CD desktop Claude compare. Run. Okay, so I'm running this command in my desktop. See, in my terminal, sorry. See what happens. Let us see what happens. I'm going to swipe over one time. I'm going to copy this. I think this is showing me the last video that I just created. New folder Claude. Do you see the new folder Claude Compare in the list? Great. Now you have an empty folder. Download the dataset from dataset file from this link, cloud salaries. Ooh, that's a lot. Open the CSV file in any text editor or spreadsheet app to preview its structure. CSV file. How do we save it as a CSV file? File, save as. Is this a? Give me 1 second. We're figuring this whole thing out right now. Download the dataset file from this link. Okay. Save the file inside desktop folder you just created. But I don't see that folder. That's the challenge here. Claude Compare, hotkeys, how to set up Claude Code in 5 minutes, movie, screenshot. Okay, let's just check something here. I did run the command, Roy. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? And I need to run the other command? Is that what you're saying? Start from fresh? Okay, launching the terminal. I'll do it again. Launch the terminal. Boom. And it keeps showing me how to set up Claude Code in 5 minutes. It's a movie that I have. Oh, you can't see the terminal window. Okay, well we got to fix that. Okay, thank you, Roy. I appreciate you helping me there. So let's figure out why you can't see this window. How about now, Roy? Can you see the window now? I might close and relaunch my terminal just to see if it changes anything. Okay, let me close and relaunch my terminal. See what happens. Okay, great. Okay, so give me 1 second here. So I'm in my terminal, Command plus. I'm gonna go here, Applications, boom, Claude, Desktop, Folders. Nice. Run the following command to list the folders on your desktop. That's done. Copied. Let's go here. Run this. No such file in the directory. Okay, so there's no such file. Great. Now we have an empty folder ready to add projects. So save, download the data set in this link. Save link as. Desktop, Claude compare. Okay, save it. Boom, saving it inside that folder. I hear you in the chat saying that you can't see the folder. Give me 1 second. I'll get it fixed, all fixed up for you. One second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's shown.
Oh, now it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we good.
Let me check. Can you guys see it now? Tell me if you can see the, no, on this, it's only showing.
Oh, so that means on Discord, you're just sharing your window. You're not sharing the entire thing. So if you go stop the stream on there, and then reshare it and share the entire screen.
Got it. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, how about now, team? Great. Good talk. We figured it out. Now we should see both. And now we have desktop Claude compare. Boom. Yeah, Maximus is a legend with the save. Desktop Claude. Boom. Okay. Now, what is in this data set? The CSV contains around 300 rows of realistic cloud job market data. Each row includes job title, city, salary, experience level, cloud platform, and company size. You will use this data throughout the project to create charts and build a dashboard. Open the CSV file in any text editor or spreadsheet app to preview its structure. Any text editor. Okay, so does that mean Word's okay? If the CSV opens in Apple Numbers instead of text editor, that is perfectly fine. Numbers display the same data in a spreadsheet grid. You can also right-click the file, choose Open with, text edit if you prefer the raw view. All right, so if we go to our Finder, back to the file that we just opened, Claude compare. Let me see if I can. Let's text edit. Okay. Okay. All right. Understood. Now we see it there. Preview the cloud salaries, showing the columns and job title, salary, experience level, cloud platform, etc. You should see these columns for job. Yep. Take a screenshot of your CSV file open in a text editor or spreadsheet app. So let's go back here. Screenshot. Take a picture of this. I'm going to upload it to here. Slide this over. What columns does the salary database contain, and what kind of analysis could you do with this data? Well, it contains location, salary amount, position, company size, location, salary, position, seniority, etc. I could use this data to do research and extrapolate. I can use this to do research and discover findings on industry averages. Yeah. Okay. Done. Oh, team, come on. You're supposed to remind me to use Whisper Flow. That's my bad. That is my bad. Moving on. Explore data with Cloud.ai. You have your cloud salary CSV downloaded and you are signed into Cloud.ai. But what can you actually do with this data? The goal of the project is to explore, build, and organize using 3 different Claude tools. It'll test you fast long. Using Claude tools. The first tool you will use is Cloud.ai itself. In this step, get ready to upload and explore cloud salary data conversationally. Okay. Generate interactive charts with artifacts. Okay. What are we doing in this step? I'm exploring cloud. Nope. I'm going to say, do it right now. FN explore cloud salary data conversationally. And then using Cloud.ai because exploring cloud salary data because I want to generate interactive charts with artifacts. Look at that. See that? You see me, Roy? Check me out. Using Whisper. Being efficient with my time here. Okay. Done. Upload and explore. Let's start a new conversation on Cloud.ai. Actually, we're going to do it on our actual desktop here. So I'm going to open up Claude. Do a new chat. Okay. Can you also see my screen okay? And what is Cloud.ai? Cloud.ai is a chat interface that runs in your browser. You upload files, ask questions, and get interactive visual outputs called artifacts. Nothing touches your computer directly. You steer every step, and Claude responds to your questions one time. Oh, okay. So we have to do this in the browser. I misunderstood. Okay. So let's go to the browser here. Back at it, Jamal Gross. Click on the plus sign on the bottom left corner of the text box. Next, click the attachment button, paperclip icon, and upload the cloud salary CSV you downloaded in step 1. So we're going to go here, plus paperclip, upload CSV. Did I put in my, cloud compare, boom. Uploading. Now, type a question in the chat. Start with something like, what are the highest paying cloud roles in this data set? Okay, we'll start with that. So Claude.ai uploaded everything. And I'm asking it a simple question. Here's the ranking by average salary across all roles. Top 5 highest paying roles. Cloud Solutions Architect, average 168,000. Cloud AI Engineer, 165. Cloud Security Engineer, 162. Cloud DevOps, 156. Cloud Infrastructure, 153 up to 170. Okay, on the lower third, fascinating. There's a lot. There's a lot here. Cloud AI ML engineer has the single highest salary in the whole data set, sitting at 190,000 for a senior level in San Francisco. Architecture, security, and AI ML roles consistently outpace pure operation support roles. Want me to break this down further by city, experience level, or cloud platform? Let's go with let's go with cities. We'll put this text right in there. Command V. Here's the city ranking by average salary. Seattle, 157, San Francisco. See, now as with San Francisco being a higher ranked city, I'd love to see what this is relative to the cost of living, because in some of these cities, it's expensive. Like a place like San Francisco, not exactly easy to get some real estate there. The gap between the top city, Seattle, and the bottom city, Dallas, is about 27,700, or roughly 21% premium for the same roles. Fascinating. Okay. We're trying this one. How do salaries compare across AWS, Azure, and GCP roles? It's thinking. Overall, the difference between platforms are pretty small. By platform, overall average, GCP averages 147,000, AWS 146, Azure. So it's very similar. Not much of a distinction. The takeaway is cloud platform barely moves the needle on pay. The spread across AWS, Azure, GCP at any given experience level is only 2,000 to 3,000, way smaller than what a city or job title account for. Okay. Notice how Claude.ai responds conversationally with formatted text, tables, and explanations. You control every step. Claude responds to each question individually. I'm moving through this because I think most people, just if you've gotten into AI, you've done something on just going to a website and interacting with a chatbot. So take a screenshot of Claude's response to one of your data questions. Let's take a screenshot of this one. We're going to put that right over here. What did you learn about the cloud salary data from your conversation with Claude.ai? Roles are in San Francisco and what was the second city? San Francisco and Seattle. Of all places, Washington. Who would have thought? And Seattle. While cities like Dallas and Atlanta are bringing up the rear. Done. Generate interactive charts with artifacts. Now let's go beyond text responses and generate interactive charts. So ask Claude to create an interactive bar chart as an artifact comparing average salaries across top 10 cloud roles. Okay, let's try this. So is this one that I'll have to do in, is this one that I'll have to do on my machine or the website? Let's do both and see what happens. Co-work. We're doing both and just seeing what happens because I'm curious. Okay, so on Claude, top 10 highest paying cloud roles. 148 all the way up to 168. Wow. Fascinating. Look at the artifact panel on the right side of the screen. This is an interactive live rendered chart that you can hover over and explore, unlike the inline text responses from earlier. So if we go here, you can hover over them and get newfound information. Interesting. Okay. Now create an artifact with a chart showing salaries, ranges, cities, colored, range level. So boom, we're gonna go right here, Command B. Create an artifact with a chart showing salary ranges by city, colored by experience level. Let's see what the different output is. Okay, I'm looking at a chart, but I'm not seeing any data on it. Each city gets 3 floating bars, 1 per experience level, spanning the level's actual max salary. So if we close this and open it back up. Ooh, it didn't give me anything. Let's see. So given that I'm not, yeah, it was Roy. I see your comment. Well, it was so fast. Before 5 months ago, it was slower yeah, it was much slower. But right now it's still not perfect. So we have some ways to go. I'm gonna just say try that again. Try that again. I do not see any visuals. Do not see any data in the actual chart. Aha, okay. Now we have some data. Seattle, San Francisco. That's a nice artifact that we got there. Artifact has been generated. Okay. Take a screenshot of the artifact that we just made. Screenshot 4. Screenshot this. Boom. So we can document our work. What are the artifacts in Cloud AI? Artifacts are interactive visual outputs that Cloud AI renders live in your browser. There's another opportunity to love our artifacts are interactive visual outputs that have live renderings that we can interact with in our browser. They are very useful because the live element allows us to just interact with them in real time. Okay, done. Your data exploration is done. You've seen how Claude.ai lets you have conversations with your data and produce interactive charts without writing a single line of code. Next up, you will take this same data set and build something permanent with Claude Code. Build a dashboard with Claude Code. You explored your salary data conversationally and generated some great charts inside Claude.ai. But those charts live in a chat window What if you want a real dashboard that you can open anytime, deploy to share with others, or customize further? That's where Claude Code comes in. It's a terminal-based coding agent that reads and writes files on your computer. You type natural language, it writes code. In this step, you install Claude Code, then use it to build an interactive HTML dashboard from your same salary data. Install Claude Code and authenticate. Done. Explore the salary data directly from your terminal. Okay. Build an interactive dashboard with chart.js charts. Okay. What are we doing in this step? In this step, I'm installing Claude Code to further explore the data set that's in the folder, as well as build interactive dashboards. Claude Code is the best for building things, unlike Claude.ai, where you upload files to a chat window. Claude Code works directly with files on your machine. It can read your data, write code, run scripts, and create files autonomously. Okay. I already have Claude Code, so we're going to run this. And then bash Claude. Yes, I trust this folder. Booyah. All right. We're in there. Why is it asking about? Let's choose a style. Let's switch your terminal. Confirm that Claude Code interactive prompt ready for input. Yes, it's ready to go. Explore the data with Claude Code. Now let's see how Claude Code interacts with local film files differently from Claude.ai. In the Claude Code prompt, type this message and press enter. Look at the cloud salary CSV in this folder and tell me what's in it. All right, so we're going to copy this. We're going to run it in Claude Code, and here we go. My favorite thing about Claude Code are these words right here at the bottom: recombobulating, meandering. I've saw it said percolating. It is a blast watching those words. Those are like my favorite part. Churned. Oh man. What it covers: 20 job titles, including cloud solution architects, salary range from 102 all the way up to 190. Maximus roaring. We're extending Claude Fable 5 access on all paid plans, as well as keeping Claude Code's weekly rate limit 50% or higher. Yada yada. Bing, bada boom. 20 cloud roles, 10 U.S. cities. Annual base in U.S. dollars. AWS, Azure, GCP. Okay. It looks like clean synthetic reference salary data, good for comparisons, pivots, or charts. Want me to break it down further? average salary by role, city, or cloud platform, or turn it into an actual CSV file or visualization. Okay. Cloud Code reads the file directly from your local file system. There's no uploading involved. It scans CSVs, understands the columns and rows, and gives you a summary. All right. We're not getting any errors. Okay, we got that. Take a screenshot of your summary. No problem. So this is the summary right here, Command Shift 4. Take a screenshot of this. Bring this in here. Move over. And the question of the day is, how does Claude Code access your data differently than Claude.ai? I'm going to do this whole thing with Whisper. The difference between Claude Code and Claude.ai is the fact that Claude Code has access to the files on my desktop. It can get agentic with the files that I have locally, whereas Claude.ai, I have to copy paste or drag anything into the chat for it to understand and do something with it and interact with the data. Done. Build an interactive HTML dashboard. This is where Claude Go really shines. You're going to ask it to build an entire interactive dashboard with a single prompt. Ooh, this is fun. In the Claude Code prompt, type this message and press enter. Create an interactive HTML dashboard that visualizes this cloud. Okay. Jump to bottom, click here, Command V, paste. Here we go. Yes, I want to proceed. Improvising. Let me grab the validated palette so the colors are done right. While we're over here waiting on improvising, let's look at the chat. We got a little back and forth between Maximus and Roy. Roy said, I stopped using Fable because it kept switching me back to Opus 4.8, saying my prompt violated the Fable usage policy. But I gave Opus a goal loop, and it launched 15 agents and burned through my credits in about a minute. Never again. Lol. Boy, that's just an old fable. Ha 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 ha. Just an old fable. I see what you did there, Sean. I see what you did there, Sean. That's good material. Improvising. This prompt is pretty thorough. It's making Claude Code think pretty heavily. So while that's going on, let's see what else we can do here. Watch Claude Code work. It creates HTML file that is embedded in chart.js charts all in one go. If Claude Code asks for permission to create write files, type Y and press enter to grant access. Okay. Permissions, we know about it. We talked about it yesterday. Claude's always asking for permission to do anything, which I can appreciate. So it's asking me, it's telling me that I'm going to need to write. Fitz is good material, man. How do I open dashboard HTML? Ooh, I just got a pop-up. Does that mean we're done? Do you want to create dashboard? Yes. See how long this takes. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Don't have to ask me again for that one. What do we got? Open it in browser. Okay. So copy. Sorry. Copy. Do I just type it here? If I type this here and it works, okay. That's not how that works. So I think we need to go here. Yes. Oh, look at us go. Look at us. We just opened it up in our browser. I hope you guys can see this. This is pretty cool. Cloud Solutions Architect, Cloud AI, ML Engineer. Look at us building stuff. Go team. Okay. So let's go back. Your dashboard is a standalone HTML file with interactive charts. You can hover over data points and it all runs locally in your browser with zero dependencies. Let's go, Jamal, nailing it. Let's go Fitz, man. Let's go Fitz. And great material. That's my guy. He's a singer. He's funny. Your dashboard is a standalone. We already talked about that. Now iterate on your dashboard. Try this prompt in Cloud Code. Add a filter dropdown so I can filter by experience level. Because we want to know some good experience level. We don't want to just have data. Let's filter it. Let's be able to filter. Okay. Your dashboard might look different from the screenshot. So let's take a screenshot of your interactive dashboard, open browser. Refresh. Command Shift 4. And look at our browser. Look at us go. And we're going to go back here, click and drag. And what does it say? What did Cloud Code create for you? And what is the difference in artifacts? Yeah. Cloud Code created a local, created a HTML from our local machine. This is different because it allows, I'm sorry. Oh, come on, team. We're supposed to be using Whisper Flow. Don't let me forget to use Whisper Flow. Put this here, close this, and we're going to say, this is different because it allows for specific integrations on a local device as opposed to open sourcing. Okay, done. Step 4. We made fire. Your interactive dashboard is built and running locally, but take a look at your desktop Cloud Compare folder. It has the original CSV chart images and an HTML dashboard all mixed together. Before wrapping up, let's get everything organized. Cloud Desktop has a built-in autonomous agent called CoWork that works directly on your local files. You describe what you want, it handles the rest. In this step, you will install the Cloud Desktop app, share your project folder with CoWork, and let it organize everything into a clean structure with a polished summary document. In this step, boom, boom, boom. What are you doing in this step and one step? I'm using CoWork to organize files and generate a summary document. Thanks, Roy, or sorry, Sean. Sean, way to keep me honest. I'm gonna delete this whole thing. In this step, I am using CoWork to organize files and generate a summary doc. So far, you've used Cloud.ai in the browser and Cloud Code in the terminal. Now it is time to set up Cloud Desktop app so you can use CoWork. Open the Cloud app on your computer. Make sure you are signed in with the same Anthropic account you use for Cloud.ai. Okay, it's opened up on my computer. Let's close this, open up Cloud on my computer. Okay. Now what's next? Look for CodeWork tab in Claude Desktop. So we're going to go to our desktop. Let's start a new chat. We're going to go to the CodeWork tab. Nice. And what's it asking us? It's saying, oh, so I need to find the folder and then work in it. Okay. So project or folder. Where is it at? Desktop, Claude Compare, open. Yes, allow. I'm okay with you working in that folder. Nice. Take a screenshot of CodeWork mode open in the Claude Desktop app. CodeWork. Claude Compare right here. Swipe over, upload this. What is the CodeWork and what makes it different from Claude AI and Claude Code? I did the same thing with Whisper. I had to tape my hands into a fist with two fingers sticking outside, remember? I appreciate you, Roy. CodeWork is unlike Claude AI. This write-up is kind of throwing me off here. Let's go here. CodeWork is different than Claude.ai because CodeWork's actually on your desktop rather than being in a browser. And CodeWork is different than chat because chat just allows you on your desktop, just allows you to have conversation. But CodeWork, it can interact with the files and work out of specific folders on your device. Okay. And I'm using WhisperFlow because of Roy. Moving along. Now we can get into some organization. Not many files to organize. You might only have a CSV and an HTML file in your folder right now. That's okay. This exercise is about understanding what CodeWork can do. Imagine you had dozens of files from a longer project. For the record, and another one of the projects on NextWork site in the Claude code, I used it to clean up my downloads. I had over 2,000 downloads on my personal device, and like this, it went to 6 nice, neat, orderly, organized folders. So highly recommend if you have a lot of chaos in your life. I'm going to copy this. Organize all the files in this folder, create subfolders, charts. So we're going to go over one. Allow. Allow again. Maximus says his downloads are always a mess. Fitz agrees, it's awesome. OMG, same here. 10,000 files, but I don't know where everything is now. So, Roy, my testimony with that is that when I first did it, I didn't realize that I was turning my downloads into my documents effectively, and everything on my desktop disappeared, everything on my downloads disappeared, and I was like, oh, I've ruined everything. But it's all there, right in my documents. So. Now I have enough to organize. No images, files exist in this folder, just the CSV data and the HTML dashboard. So I'll skip an empty charts folder and note that in the summary. Okay, running the command in CodeWork. Fitz, Claude Nita's out there for you, buddy. I hope you find her. Okay. Average salary by role. Opening cursor. Are there options? Interesting. Okay. Experience. Junior. Platform. AWS. Azure. Interesting. So I built a dashboard. Let's talk. So I see the dashboard, but I do not see any data. Giving it this command. When I get stuck, I ask questions. I let it know that I'm missing something. Once co-work finishes, review the organized folder structure. Okay, open summary and review contents. So let's go back to the contents of these. Oh, okay. Understood. Great. So this opened up in cursor. In case anybody was curious what that was. All of this is opening up in cursor. Okay. All right. And what is next? Now, take a screenshot of your organized folder structure after co-work finish. So the organized folder structure, let's go back right here. Looks like this. Sorry, that's not where that goes. It needs to go on the website here. On my most recent screenshot. What did co-work create in your summary, and why is this useful? Summary document lists. Let's go back 1 second. Class organized 715, created by Claude. Well, it shows who creates it, when it was created, that the chart section is empty. Let's go Control Shift. It shows, the summary document shows, actually delete everything I said until now. The summary document lists the folders that Claude Code created. It shows when it was created, who created it, that there's some missing pieces like in the contents of the folder. Okay, secret mission. Build your Claude cheat sheet. You have explored data with Claude.ai, built a dashboard with Claude Code, and organized files with CoWork. Zach, Harry Brewer, how we doing? What's up? You explored data with Claude.ai, built a dashboard with Claude Code, and organized files with CoWork. Well, which tool should you reach for next time? In this secret mission, you will create a professional decision framework, a cheat sheet that maps each Claude tool to the situation where it works best. In this secret mission, get ready to decide which Claude tool to use for building your cheat sheet, create a when to use which decision framework based on your hands-on experience, save your cheat sheet for future reference, okay? In this project section, I'm going to build a cheat sheet that allows me to know which to use between Claude, AI, CoWork, when I'm doing various AI-related projects. First, decide which Claude tool you want to use for choosing yourself. Okay, so we're going to copy this. We're going to just put this into our Claude AI chat. Oh, Harry, you're from Pennsylvania? Fitz, where are you from? Are you in New York? The reason why I say all this, I'm an East Coast guy myself. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. Poconos. Poconos is a good time. Poconos is a great time. I like the Poconos a lot. Fitz is in Houston. Okay. Fitz for a brief, I don't know about how brief, from January to July of 2019, I worked with the Houston Rockets. So I spent a lot of time in Houston. All right, what do we have here? Here's your cheat sheet based on what you described. Let's check it out. Let's see what we have. Oh, does it have to open up in cursor? Can it just open up? Let's see. We're going to go to our downloads and see what happens. Open with. Oh, it's in a browser. Okay. This is nice. You'd recommend opening in cursor. Thanks, Maximus. Okay, so we're going to open this up in cursor. Open with cursor, default. Claude tools, it says quick reference cheat sheet for those Claude servers for the job. Best for fast conversational. When to use it, you have one file, CSV, PDF, doc, Claude code, terminal agent, and then we have the co-work section. Okay. All right, nice. Now we need to open up a chat. Okay, let's go back to here for 1 second. Based on these three Claude tools, create blah, blah, blah. Review the artifact Claude AI generates. Iterate on it if you want to add more detail and change the format. Well, I want it to look more like you. Can I upload photos to Cursor? Let's see. So let me see this. Here's your 4. Can you drop there? Nice. All right. I want it to look more visually like this. Open up the Claude tool in the terminal. All right, so go over here to my terminal. Now do that in cursor. Okay, so hold on, I'm getting live updates from Maximus as we speak. So let's close this. Don't save. And I need to open up Claude code inside of cursor. I've done this twice now. I gotta be able to do it a third time. More actions, Claude code open. Nice. There we go. We got some emojis. This is great. Okay. Claude Code inside cursor. Nice. Okay. Now with regard to copy or download, save as artifact. Okay. Review your cheat sheet. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this. Put this in here. Move this over. Which Claude tool did you use, and what is the top rule of thumb for each tool? My top rule of thumb, just in general, is if I have something on my local device, I need to be in CodeWork or Claude Code. If I'm dealing with something which is like an interactive element, or want to, if I don't mind copy paste, if I want to do something online, that's when I can use Claude.ai. Before you go, clean up your resources. Decide whether to keep your resources running, pause them, or come back later, or delete them entirely. This project runs entirely locally, so there are no ongoing costs. Okay. Project files, Claude Code installation, Claude desktop app. The key tools I used include Claude Code, Claude.ai, and CodeWork. Key concepts I learned include local machine versus online. How long did it take you to complete this project? Roughly an hour. The project took me roughly 1 hour and 8 minutes. The most challenging part of completing this project was understanding the relationship between Claude Code and Cursor when doing some of the things, and getting the visuals to how I personally like them. Yeah. I did this project to learn how to. I did this project today to learn how to distinguish when to use Claude versus Claude Code versus Claude.ai. Another skill I want to learn is the best situations, like what are the most common uses of agentic AI, and how I could build some systems around that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are complete. Mission accomplished. Let me see what else is happening in the chat here just before we go. I spoiled Claude local desktop. Only time I used Claude.ai was to use Claude Design. Okay. Hey, Dark Knight, great name, great film. What are the main plugins you'll use in Claude Code? That's a great question for Maximus. I don't have any off the top of my head. I mostly use MCPs, build your own plugins. Maximus, you should have a secret prize for our new hires when they hit their Claude usage limits for the first time. Yeah, I agree. And I think that secret prize should be more tokens. Thank you all so much for joining in. This was awesome. Keep going, keep building. There's so much to be done and so much to learn. Fitz, I appreciate you. Zach, shout out Roy, shout out Maximus. You guys are a great team. See you.